Ch-ch-ch-chia. Do you remember that jingle? You know, those pets in a pot that grew grassy hair? Who knew those seeds would become a so-called superfood down the track? Coming up, an up-close look at chia seeds with one caveat that will surprise you.
ProCare Health offers easy and affordable solutions with once-daily multivitamins, including our new DS and SADI surgery formula, increased iron, A, D, E, and K. Still just one capsule a day. Visit ProCareNow.com and use code Susan60 to get a free bag of protein powder with $60 purchase.
Hi, I'm registered dietitian nutritionist Dr. Susan Mitchell, ex-radio dietitian turned podcaster. You're listening to the Bariatric Surgery Success Podcast, episode number 83. And I'm here to help you cut through the health hype and give you accurate, evidence-based nutrition information worthy of your time and all your efforts. Simple, step-by-step strategies that can change your life now. I want you to feel well every single day. Get out there, do the things you want to do. And that's why I do the Bariatric Surgery Success Podcast, just for you. This week, the focus is on the bariatric-friendly food, chia seeds. What nutritional value do they possess? What do you need to be aware of if you eat them? Stay with me to the end, as there's one red flag I want you to know about if you've already had surgery. But before we jump in, have you shared the Bariatric Surgery Success Podcast with someone else who might benefit from it? I would be so grateful if you'd take a minute, share this episode with someone you know who would find it valuable. All you have to do is go to the platform where you listen, click the share button or icon, send it to them. I appreciate it. Well, from chia pets to a so-called superfood, who knew chia would become so popular? By the way, as an FYI, the term superfood doesn't have a regulated definition. So it basically means what you want it to mean, but it's used by marketing hypes to make you think a food has superpowers. So just remember, many foods are nutrition powerhouses, and there's no one magic bullet. But the great news, there are many powerful foods to eat. And chia seeds come from the plant Salvia hispanica L, and there's a lot to like. 1 teaspoon is about 20 calories with 1.5 grams of carb, 1 gram of fat, 1 gram of protein, and 2 grams of fiber, plus nutrients including calcium, potassium, and zinc. The seeds also contain the plant-based omega-3 fats known as alpha-linolenic fatty acids, or you'll hear them called ALA for short. But did you know that chia seeds are considered a complete protein? The seed contains all 9 of the essential amino acids that cannot be made by the body. However, what is often confusing is that 3 of the 9 essential amino acids are what is called limiting. These 3 are threonine, you have to say that 3 times, threonine, lysine, and leucine. Limiting means that yes, your body must have these, but the amounts of these 3 are not high enough in chia seeds to meet the body's requirement. So you need more of these 3 amino acids from other protein sources. So if you want a deeper dive into complete versus incomplete protein, go back and listen to episode number 41, Is Pea Protein a Smart Choice After Bariatric Surgery? Also, number 44, How to Eat for the Long Haul After Bariatric Surgery, Part 2. I'll put the links in the show notes. You can also find the episodes easily on your favorite podcatcher, or just go to the website, breakingdownnutrition.com. They're under podcast by the episode number. And these 2 go in specifically to the difference in the quality of protein. So complete versus incomplete, animal versus plant, and talks about these 9 essential amino acids and what it means to your body, but particularly your body after surgery. Well, more goodness in chia seeds is fiber, and it's mainly soluble fiber. So think about what happens when you combine chia seeds with liquid. They get this gelatin glue-like texture, right? And if you eat chia seeds now, you know they absorb a lot of liquid quickly. Well, this soluble fiber that's in them acts like a sponge to help lower your cholesterol, which is a great thing, but they also give you that feeling of fullness known as satiety. So lots of bangs for your buck here. Chia really doesn't have a distinctive flavor either, so it mixes well with most foods. So where do you use chia seeds? There are a lot of creative ways, from stirring them into salad dressing, sprinkling on a hot cereal, and I also stir protein powder into hot cereal, by the way, adding it to a stew or adding them to soup. But remember, it doesn't take many seeds to change the texture of what you plan to eat, as those seeds will thicken smoothies and soups. It's anything you add it to, depending on how much you add and when you add it. So now, this is my word of caution. Come back. Listen closely. This is important. It's better to eat the seeds after they've been soaked in some type of liquid versus eating dry seeds then followed by liquid. Why? Because the seeds absorb liquid and swell quickly, it's been reported that dry seeds followed by a liquid could expand in the esophagus and cause a blockage. This could also be an issue if you have trouble swallowing or you have other digestive issues. So after bariatric surgery, you've had a lot of changes. So eating chia seeds that have been already soaked up or already soaked up the liquid is the safer way to go to make sure you prevent any digestive problems. Okay, have a great week. I'll talk to you next week. Take care of yourself, because remember, you're worth it.
Bariatric Surgery Success with dietitian Dr. Susan Mitchell is produced and owned by Practicalories, LLC. All rights reserved. Remember, the content provided on this podcast is for information purposes only and doesn't create a patient-provider relationship. It's intended to provide reference material and is not designed to provide medical advice. Please consult your healthcare provider regarding any medical issues you have relating to symptoms, conditions, diseases, diagnosis, treatments, and side effects. Podcast guests express their own opinions, experience, and conclusions which do not necessarily reflect or agree with the host, Dr. Susan Mitchell or Practicalories, LLC.